everyone, Once Bitten here with the Battle Report. So this is Game 2 of Coastal Carnage 2014, my Empire Army versus the Warriors of Chaos Army. So this, my opponent's figures may look familiar to you. We have played twice in the past. We played at a recent tournament, and he won, and then we played recently when my daughter was on my side rolling dice, and I won. So this is, I guess, the current tiebreaker. Both of us have been using relatively similar lists for all of our games, so we know what each other has, and yeah, I mean, so we both expect to have a good game. So the scenario is Watchtower. So again, in this tournament, the points are awarded 0, 5, or 10. You either you lose, you draw, or you win, and then you can have up to 5 points for scenario objectives. To win the game, you need to be ahead by 250 points. For this scenario, if you have a unit controlling that hill in the middle at the end of the game, you can get 2 bonus points. And if you never use more than 4 power dice or dispel dice, then you can get 3 extra points. So that's huge. So me being the the Council of Light, I like to throw a lot of dice around, but I'm also comfortable with for 3 scenario objective points there. I'm not going to. I'm only going to use 4 dice. I have plenty of spells that are worth casting. So yeah. So he's got a unit of Skull Crushers on the right. I know they have the ensorcelled weapons and the Gleaming Pennant. A unit of Hounds. I believe that this unit has poison. He's got some trolls just in a single line, acting as a shield for his character star. It's not really a Death Star, but there are 3 characters in there. His characters are mainly outfitted to be defensive, and then he just gives them great weapons, which is not a bad way to do it. His real weakness is that he doesn't get lookout sir rolls, so cannon shots can cause problems, but he's got just fantastic ward saves. So to the left of them is another unit of Warhounds, another unit of Trolls. Both of his units of Trolls have 7 of them. Great models. Behind it's a Hell Cannon, and then he's got 2 Slaanesh chariots. So I put Demis in the left to deal with the chariots. I've got the Halberdiers here with my level 4 and BSB in with them, and then my other 2 of my level 1s, Master Engineer, with the detachment behind them. I'm not really hugging the corner back here, but you can see I'm off center a little bit. What I was thinking of doing is I don't need to kill everything in his army. I need to get ahead by 250 points, and I have him outranged. I like being up enough that if I whittle down a unit, I can jump on it, and take advantage of it, and get those points. But I want to be far enough back so I have time to whittle him down. So that's what's going on there. There's the Hellblaster, my Archlector, my Steam Tank, Celestial Hurricanum, Captuses, and then another unit of Halberdiers. So, I'm really pretty confident between Captuses and the Halberdiers. I think I can take care of the Skull Crushers on the right. I can either get the points, or at least with the help of a little bit of shooting, get the points, or just take them out of the game. I'm really confident I can take Chariots and/or Trolls off the table, and then if I can just get my Archlector in with his character star, I think we can just sit there for the rest of the game, because I'm Stubborn 9. We'll swap stats because of the speculum, so he'll have a hard time killing me, and that's the plan. So we'll see how it works. Empire turn 1, very aggressive with the demigryphs because he put his chariots there facing to the side. It gives him a little bit more movement, but it means he can't charge me first turn. So I kind of made a mistake because the leftmost chariot can get out of my line of sight, which is just kind of dumb. So yeah, whatever. It looks like that on the left. I wasn't trying to move up aggressively, but I was trying to swing my leftmost units up a little bit. I need to get in range so I can cast magic, especially Banishment, which with the Archlector is only 24 inches, so that's why I'm up as far as I am. In hindsight, if nothing else, I should have started the Steam Tank back, because I'm only going forward 1d6, but I'm already, really far forward, and I just don't need to be. So, I'm not sure what I was trying to show here necessarily, but my Hellblaster obviously couldn't shoot. My cannon targeted his general's unit. I hopped right over the Trolls. It was great. Landed, bounced through the unit. I hit his Sorcerer and I think his general, and his Sorcerer stopped it with a ward save. So it's kind of a bummer. Steam Tank hopped right over the Trolls in front of it and hit the Hell Cannon, and got past essentially both of its 5-up wards, and then I did a single wound to it. I was really bummed. I was really hoping to get that Hell Cannon off first turn. I cast Burning Gaze at the red Trolls, and then I got one of my banishments off, threw 4 dice at it from the Archlector, got Irresistible Force, And so the red trolls went from 7 down to 4. So I'm happy enough. Things could always go better, but with shooting and magic. But I was happy enough with how that turned out. So there's a close up. There's still 4 trolls are still scary, but it's certainly much more manageable than 7 trolls were. So Warriors of Chaos turn 1. Yeah, if you look on the left, he moves his chariot out of line of sight of my Demigryph Knights, and his other one he moves back as far as possible. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't move his red trolls up. My guess is that he felt they were weak and wasn't anxious to move them forward and have my halberdiers take them out, so he might have been thinking he's just going to use them there to shield the hell cannon. I'm not sure. Anyway, overall it moves up like that. Yeah, I felt so dumb. I mean, all I had to do was stay back another inch, and he wouldn't be able to do that. So on my turn, I really can't risk a failed charge on his other chariot. So, because if I try to charge the chariot and fail, he's going to double charge me one in the flank, and it's just going to be nasty. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move up out of line of sight of his leftmost chariot and allow his other chariot to charge me. Because at that point, his other chariot won't be able to get out of my line of sight, and although you never want a charge by a chariot, but I think for the most part I'll be okay. So Empire 2, if you look on the left, I do exactly that with my Demigryph Knights. From this angle, it looks like the leftmost chariot can see me. That is just an optical illusion. We both went over there with the arc of sight and made sure that I moved up far enough. Yeah, so I'm actually pulling my rightmost halberdiers back. The steam tank, it looks like I might have moved him. I don't know why I would have. I may not have moved the steam tank. I just wanted points so I could keep on. I'm happy with the steam tank shooting at the hell cannon. I moved my leftmost halberdiers up because I want to be able to take advantage of opportunities, counter charges, maybe charge something to the flank. So yeah, I'm happy enough with the movement phase over there. Captus is on the right. I'm thinking, I might need to sacrifice him to redirect the Skull Crushers, and I think if that's what it takes, then I'm happy to do that. Yeah, I hated wasting a cannon shot on a chariot, but I just didn't like what that chariot was. I didn't like it one bit. He was kind of behind my lines. He could easily have charged the halberdiers. He could have long charged my. He might have been able to make it as far as my light council. I just couldn't risk it. So, and plus his characters. I mean, I'd like to get a character or two of his off the table, but they have those 3-up ward saves or whatever. So, yeah. So anyway, one chariot down. Warriors of Chaos turn 2. This I was really unhappy. This is the second part of my movement phase I was unhappy about. The Demigryphs were the first one on turn 1, and this one I'm mad at myself for getting the steam tank so far forward because his screening, the unit of trolls that was screening his character star were able to charge my steam tank, and that's just dumb. So one thing I am considering there is charging in on my turn with my Archlector, and then getting the spell off, the bound prayer off. They have flaming attacks, and trying something weird like that, but yeah, I don't know, probably wouldn't do it. So basically, the trolls are probably going to kill my steam tank over time, and I just kind of irritated myself for allowing that to happen so easily. It's turn 2, he's charging me. That's just dumb. He charged me here on the left. I'm good with this. If he wins combat and breaks and runs me down, that would just be bad luck. I've got great armor saves. I'm leadership 8. I'll be steadfast. I think I'll be okay here. So overall, it's looking like that. So during Magic, he gets. I think he got. Is it Dimensional Cascade? Anyway, a spell. He targeted my Hurricanum, and he rolled like Strength 11, Strength 12, and so then he got 3d6 hits. It was just blew that thing out of the water. Luckily, everything passed its panic test. And you think with Leadership 9 rerollable, it wouldn't be an issue, but it was. I think three of my units needed the reroll. It was really scary. Then his Hell Cannon targets my Halberdiers and scores a hit and kills just a bunch of my Halberdiers. This picture doesn't show it, but you'll see later on that unit's cut in half. He does no wounds to my steam tank, just crazy. So then he reforms just to kind of clear things up a little bit. That makes him not quite so easy to countercharge. I actually cannot countercharge with my Halberdiers because I can't close the door because the red trolls are in the way. So I could charge the red trolls or just sit tight. So over here, his chariot charges in, does 2 wounds to me, and I don't know if I don't see a wound marker. No, yes, I do. So I did, I think, 1 wound to it. He won. I was steadfast, and I stuck. So that turned out just the way I hoped. Empire turn 3. I decided not to charge the halberdiers into the red trolls. My opponent is nervous about that. I think he thinks I'm going to win it, and I don't think I would. And my battle standard bearer's in with that unit, and that scares me. In hindsight, it might have been a good idea, because even if I hadn't won, I would have just kind of held things up with his character star unable to do anything. So third movement mistake on my part. Yeah, on the right, fourth movement mistake. I'm really getting mad at myself reviewing this game, because what I did is I flew Captasis kind of behind his stuff just to give me options later if I want to charge the dogs or something else. But there's not a whole lot Captasis can do to a Warriors of Chaos army. What I should have done is parked him right in front of the Skull Crushers and angled him such that when they charged in and either killed him or beat him, they would have to overrun, and then I could have countercharged the Skull Crushers in the flank with my halberdiers. That's what a general using synergy would do. Yeah, dumb mistake there. Otherwise, move things around. Now I'm able to start casting banishments at his general's unit. I can't shoot it effectively. I can try with my cannon, but again, he has these ward saves, and my Hellblaster is going to pick on the Skull Crushers. So after combat, he does 3 wounds to my steam tank. I can't complain too much. Like I said, I mean, now he's got 6 auto hits, strength 5 hits, no armor save, so can't fault that too much. My Hellblaster targeted his Skull Crushers and did 2 wounds, which I thought was just insanely low. I've since done the math, and I think odds are I only do 3 or 4 wounds on average, so I can't complain about only 2 wounds. But I'm going to complain anyway, because I really need to do more. My cannon had a flanked shot on his Skull Crushers and hit and bounced right through, hit all 3 of them. One of them had 2 wounds on him from the Hellblaster, so I knew I could easily kill the first one, and then hopefully the second one wouldn't stop it. I could take the whole unit out, and I rolled a 1 to wound and did nothing to the Skull Crushers. Pretty miffed about that. Very happy with how the Demigryphs handled the chariot over here. Just killed it. That was very, very nice. I might have done more than 1 wound the first round of combat, but whatever. Looks like this. And we go to Warriors Chaos, turn 3. He does not charge the red trolls into my halberdiers. He just doesn't like the odds of it. I didn't want him to charge in, so I was happy enough with it as well. What I'm really wanting to do is I want to get my general in with his Warriors of Chaos unit, and it's just tough because there's no room to do a lot of stuff. His Skull Crushers charge my halberdiers. His dogs come up to threaten my war machines. His other dogs in the top left move up to block my Demigryphs from charging the flank of his trolls. Yeah, there's that. So, a little bit miffed. I'm really thinking that the Skull Crushers should have been off the table by now. But one of them has 2 wounds on it. So I'm thinking I've got all these attacks. What I need is just, if I do a single wound, that means he's going to come in and do a lot of damage this turn, but next turn his damage output will be cut by 33%. If I just do a single wound. And if that happens, we probably could, again, just kind of sit here for the rest of the game, and I may eventually even win that. So, anyway, looks like this. And I'm showing my halberdiers, so I'm assuming they got hit again. They're depleted somehow. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm showing. And there's that awful sunlight coming in. And this is my halberdiers unable to do a single freaking wound to the Skull Crushers. They killed a bunch of my guys. I've got to get that one guy down. His damage output is too high. He's going to get me below steadfast in no time. Empire turn 4. Halberdiers charge the flank of the blue trolls. Demigryphs charge the dogs. Captasis charges the rear of the Skull Crushers. Skull Crushers are going to do so many wounds against the halberdiers that my Captasis is probably going to break from combat, but it's really not a danger. He should be able to rally pretty easily. What I'm trying to do is, with those extra 3 attacks from Captasis at strength 5 and a couple attacks of the Pegasus, I'm just hoping to increase my odds of doing at least 1 wound to the Skull Crushers so I can stop that damage output. Anyway, everything looks like that. There's Captasis. I think I have another picture. There we go. Another angle of Captasis coming in. Come on, guys. 1 wound. There's this. I think because he's trying to kill the steam tank, yeah, his vomit attacks aren't going to hurt me. I'm going to win through combat res. I really do need to win through combat res. I need to break them, or else I'm going to lose that unit. Looks to me like the dogs may have done a wound. It's kind of funny. Maybe not. I don't know. I think I lost. Who knows? Oh yeah, yeah. Nothing has happened yet. So this is my Hellblaster lining up to shoot at his dogs. They are going to shoot, absolutely blow them out of the water. My cannon has no good targets, so it targets the Hell Cannon again, and again hits it. Gets past both of its 5-up wards. It has a 5-up ward, then a 5-up chance hitting the crew, and it gets past both of them. And again, I roll a single damn wound. Grr. So I beat the trolls. I decide to go ahead and pursue with my halberdiers, and I catch them, so get those points. And my halberdiers are just sitting there in the worst position possible. But if he charges me, I'm going to flee. Let me take that back. If he charges with his trolls, I'm going to flee. If he charges with his warriors, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, because if I flee, it's going to put me in a really bad position. But then again, my hope again is that my general can get in combat with his warrior unit and hold them up. So he charges with his trolls. I flee with my battle standard bearer. I've got the reroll to wounds battle prayer up, by the way, so that's another reason why the halberdiers won. I think my steam tank was able to grind them. Anyway, so his trolls make it into my general, and the character star makes it in with the steam tank, who's down to only a couple wounds left. So this actually works okay as well, because I don't think those two trolls are going to be able to kill my general. And I'm stubborn 9. I won't get the reroll because my BSB's running, but I'm stubborn 9, and he can just hold up his character star from doing anything this turn. So not ideal, but I'm okay with it. My demigryphs are lined up to countercharge the flank of the trolls, and so general holds, demigryphs charge at the flank of the trolls. If the warrior unit's anywhere nearby, we can hopefully break him and overrun and get demis into the flank of his character star and my general in the front of it, and then we're cooking with oil. So the damn Hell Cannon that has survived 2 cannon shots lands on my detachment with my level 4 and both my level 1s. Kills a bunch of them, they fail their panic, and run right off the table. That's huge, my friends, because, again, I don't expect to kill everything in his army. I'm trying to kill more than he kills of mine by 250 points so I can secure the win, and he just got a bunch of points. Which doesn't matter, because the trolls come in. I don't think they wound my general. They might have got a single wound on him. He doesn't do any wound to them. They win. I'm stubborn 9. I fail. I run away. He runs me down. Steam tank dies, and we are in... Well, that's the game. I mean, absolutely that's the game. His character star's all up in my business. I've lost my general. Yeah. So I think the demigryphs tried to charge something. They failed. My halberdier unit rallied. They're facing the character star. I just didn't feel like moving the models because I know they're going to die pretty soon. Oh, if you look on the right, yeah, I never was able to do the single wound on the skull crusher. So my captain's charged in. He bounced. When he fled, he landed on the hill. On my turn, he failed to rally. He's where you see him. The halberdiers got below steadfast and got ran down. Everything fell apart on Warriors of Chaos turn 4. I lost the halberdiers on the right. I lost my general. I lost all my wizards. Everything fell apart. So yeah, in his turn he charged. I mean, he's mopping up now. He's charging me. After this point, I just quit taking pictures because I was tired of being in the sun and I was cranky and all that. So good game. It was a fun game. It was so frustrating. But like I said, there were easily four mistakes I made during the movement phase, and so I'm probably lucky just that the game lasted as long as it did before it got ugly. So I did get 3 points for never using more than 4 power dice. So out of a possible 15, I got 3. My opponent got all 15. So for the tournament, I have a grand total of 12 points out of 30 possible, which puts me mid-pack, a little bit below mid-pack. I'm not thrilled about that. But nevertheless, that's how it is. Hope you enjoyed it.